My earliest memories are from the Yiddish theater and from the Yiddish radio and from the Yiddish albums and Jigan and Schumacher comedy and all the Yiddish songs and in our school at Sholem Aleichem Volksschule Institute, and again, we were really one of maybe the most core Yiddish activist group. There were a lot of Yiddish schools out there, but there was only one Fishman family, one Gottesman family, one Schechter family, one Molotic family, one Hoffman family. We were really the core, the Veletskis. I mean, to this day, those are the names that still permeate the world of Yiddish. So, I feel very privileged to have grown up in this very, very cultured, secular for me. Although there were some, the Fishmans had the religious aspect. I'm trying to think who else. Really, nobody else at the time. Since then, several of the families have become more religious. But most of us were, what they called the secular humanists. We were non-religious, but we knew so much about the faith. Our religion was the culture and the material that came with that culture. So Pesach, which, probably one of my favorite Jewish holidays, was a celebration not only of the religious ritual, but the cultural folklore story of the Exodus. And it was enhanced by this incredibly rich Yiddish element that took the Passover story and put it into a perspective of the world of Yiddish and the Holocaust and the Partisane, and the Partisane, so nicht kein Mulas du gehst im letzten Weg. That was a Passover song for us. For us it was a mixture. It was this eclectic mix of the old religious tradition with the modern secular European tradition. And and every holiday. I mean, I know more about the religious celebrations than many of the religious people I know. But not because I'm religious, but because I grew up knowing all the stories, studying the Bible from as folklore. To us, the Old Testament, the Bible was folklore. These great stories. It was these amazing stories. And the Yiddish element of it, considering the depth and richness of the Yiddish language and culture, and my family, my mother, obviously to this day is professor of Yiddish at Columbia. I mean, all of these families brought to the equation this incredibly scholarly and intelligent analysis and understanding of the language, the culture, and its implications for our modern lives at the time.